know Snitsky's not the most popular guy on the roster. He doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This is not over yet, and you never know what might happen. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. I'll admit it, it's a little scary to watch up close, but I love watching Kane go to work. He's practically unstoppable.
He's certainly not stopped by punches, that's for sure. Kane will crush anyone and anything that stands between him and his objective.
You say that like it's a bad thing, JR. I think it's great. No one forces a superstar to get into the ring against Kane. And if they aren't up to the challenge, they're probably not cut out for the WWE. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty good, though, I must say. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. You're not going to get him with that one.
Some of the things we've seen in this, he damn near...
Here's your winner, Kane.
Who don't want to be cool.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
You know what cool is?
On the way to the ring, from the Caribbean, weighing 230 pounds, Carlito.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Oye, por ahí viene Carlito. You better be cool. Señor Carlito. You do what you want. You take what you want. You better be cool.
And the opponent, from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 252 pounds, Tazz.
Survive if I let you. Survive if I let you.
He saw that one coming. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned.
And it's been reversed. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty good, though, I must say.
JR, I know it's only a matter of time before Shane takes some kind of crazy risk. You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having a crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate...
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off.
Superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep... He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here.
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh, my gosh, JR. You can't go long without tapping out to this.
The spirit may be willing, but the flesh is weak. I don't think any human being could keep this up for long in that condition.
I think the end is near, JR. This can't go on much longer.
I've had many opportunities to see Carlito. No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup. Oh, boy. Of all the things that can happen to you in a ring, that's got to be one of the most painful.
No kidding, JR. That's some very delicate equipment down there.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
Boy, I tell you, I'd never want to find myself in a fight with Tazz. He might just have the shortest fuse, no pun intended, in the business.
Well, look at the size of him, JR. His case you haven't noticed, everything about Tazz is short, not just his fuse.
You know it's not the size of the dog in the fight, King. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And Tazz's bite is much worse. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
He's right behind his opponent.
And there it is. The Tazz mission is locked in. And you don't see many superstars break this one.
1, 2, 3.
I don't understand why you like Carlito so much, JR. Did he lie to you and tell you that this is a mistake, JR? Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I don't get why Tazz is so proud of his ECW career, JR. How can you call yourself a legend when all you did was beat superstars who couldn't get a job working for a real company?
King, I think if Tazz heard you say that, he wouldn't hesitate a second to pull that crown down around your ankles. And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here. Uh-oh.
Here's your winner, Tazz.
Survive, let choose. Times I've lied.
Here comes the money.
Here we go, money talk.
Here comes the money.
The following contest is a last man standing match. On the way to the ring, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 234 pounds, Shane McMahon.
Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on, your bets. Here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne. Success in my blood, call it homegrown. Force reach the testosterone. Power and money got me crazy cocky. No longer need you, poppy. I know you're mad because you can't stop me. And if you wonder how this player done scooped your honey, I think she was when my cologne is called brand new money. Making me
And the opponent, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 260 pounds, Triple